Hello. Hello and welcome to the Beltane Insta Live Crystal Sale. Hi, you guys. Oops. I'm trying to wave and almost knocking people off. Sorry about that. Hi and welcome. We have some lovely tunes in the background tonight as Ariel as Ariel is playing a new tongue drum that some of you guys have seen. I did a quick reel of playing it the other day, and I've had two of my clients and customers that want them. So I thought I'd show them off tonight as well. If you can hear the healing tunes, will you bring it over? And I also want to just say that Ariel and Meryl of Joy Blended Healing are here with me tonight helping me out. So you'll hear them yelling out things from beyond, I hope, because they're very funny. So this is the tongue drum, just so you guys get to see what she's been playing in the background. And these are going for $125. So if you have interest in getting one of those, just go ahead and write claim tongue drum. And we will make sure to put a note down about that. If you would like to. Here, wait, let me actually play it for 1 second. Will you hold it? And sure. Just so you can hear it a little bit better, because it was sort of off in the background. There. It doesn't take too much skill if you can hold two sticks and bang on a drum. You can create soothing tones. It's really a wonderful meditation technique, or a way to sort of focus your mind and just pay attention to one thing, which helps to quiet the ego mind, the overactive mind, and just really settle us in. Hello. Hi, Natalie. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Lauren. Hi, Veronica. Hi, DT. I'm not sure who that is. Hi. Welcome again to the live, where we are really focused tonight on crystals that celebrate life, love, and new beginnings. And of course, there are a lot of crystals that do that, but I'm going to probably show you in just a minute let's just do it now. Show you some of the crystals that we're going to be highlighting tonight. So let's flip this. And so we have blue aragonites and golden micas. We have these beautiful rubelites, or what are known as pink tourmaline, in moonstone with aquamarine, dioptase and rhodochrosite, some smithsonites here. And as we go, I'll talk about how they work. We have these two beautiful new elixirs from Joy Blended Healing, which is Meryl's company. Spring Forward, which we will have her explain later in the show. And also Shift and Dream In. Really powerful elixirs that have me a little high right now. Along with some phenocite and unicorn stones that go with them if you want to show special little discount there. Some more tourmalines and flower stones like flower agate and flower amethyst to help us flower from within. Turquoise, which is a panacea. Amethyst with cacoxenite. I've never highlighted that before, and it's just such a wonderful stone to keep us aligned and accelerated on our path. These beautiful lapis lazuli pieces, an old stock of sugilite with manganese. Really cool. Probably from India, but it's likely from the first find in Japan. It's possible it's from there, but probably from India right after. With charoite and yellow brucites, sunstones, and these desert roses, again, to help us to flower from within and let go of old patterns. Jade to bring us to completion. Some quartzes, some interesting quartzes. Serpentine. These beautiful spessartine garnets and some tritone calcites. Plus, you know, If there's anything else that you see behind me that you're just really called to and you want to know more about, I'm happy to discuss them with you. And planning on doing a show special on this druzy fluorite guy. It's normally $600 and I'm going to do that for $444. So I was going to do that at the end, but if you really would like that, you can just write claim fluorite druzy. And let's talk about some of the things you need to know in order to claim. So when you claim, it often will show up differently on your screen than it does on mine. And so it's going to be, well, actually on Meryl's. It's going to be the first claim that is on Meryl's phone is going to be the one that gets it, because she was on first, and so sometimes the feed is a little different for different people. But whoever she sees first is the person who gets it. Here we are. Okay. Payments are due within 48 hours. I will invoice you within the next 24. And then once you get the invoice, you have 48 hours to pay it through either Venmo or PayPal. And I'll give you that information. At the end of the show, I usually take a photo of your tray and message it to you. If for some reason you don't get a message by tomorrow in your inbox, then make sure you reach out to me. Make sure that hi, Ariel. I just saw that you waved. Oh, look, people saying hi on here. I love this. Hi, you guys. Yeah, so I will invoice you tomorrow. If you don't see something in your inbox, maybe I couldn't find you. So just make sure you reach out to me. Delivery fees, very simple. If it's small enough to fit into an envelope, it's $6. If it's small enough to fit into a small UPS box, a small flat rate box, it's $9 shipping. If it needs a medium box, it's $16. And usually I don't have to use the larger box of 22, but perhaps I will for these tongue drums. And that tongue drum, well, I'll ship it out by Monday is what I believe will happen for the tongue drums. So if you abandon your claim, you're not available for future sales, and no swaps, no blind claims, no putbacks. And the reason we do that, I know it's frustrating sometimes. You're like, but I like the second one better. But we have to do it that way because it just gets too confusing when people try to switch things around. So please honor and respect that. Also, I just wanted to mention, it's been a crazy week. The whole first couple of hours that we all gathered today, it was just like, this stuff is going on. There's so much crazy astrology going on. And I named this the Beltane sale because I thought, well, that's a little bit better. It's celebrating life and love and you know, all the sauciness of Beltane, and celebrating life as opposed to being bogged down with the troubles. And that's really, in a sense, what crystals help us with as well. You know, they really help us to balance our energy and to move forward instead of getting caught up on the old stuff. So Meryl just brought this over to me. The moon is currently at 99.3% full in Scorpio. So if you've been having some emotions today, I mean, I'd be surprised if you haven't been having some emotions today. I think all three of us have like broken into tears at least one point today, even whether it's for good or bad or indifferent. It's just been like, emotion, right? There's lots of sirens going off here in Midtown Manhattan. So please bear with me. If you can't hear, please let me know. Hi. And I'm, by the way, really bad at seeing messages, but Meryl's going to tell me if someone says something I need to know. But if you wanted to let me know something, you can message me, private DM me as well. So, is that, eclipse, right. So, tomorrow is Beltane, but it's also this lunar eclipse in Scorpio. And so that is bringing up a lot of emotion, but it's also a time when we can really dive deep, excavate, get all the stuff out that's not working, especially things around power plays. Great time to just go deep with that stuff. And crystals, of course, are very helpful with that. And they also help us to move forward in a positive way. So trying to focus on the crystals that really do that today. Okay, I think that is everything, and we can start.
Firebird said they were emotional last week.
Yeah. And by the way, we're in eclipse season, right? Which is 2 eclipses. There was the full solar eclipse on April 20th. And then the lunar is tomorrow. So anything that's really been coming up for you over the past couple of weeks, like anything significant that's come up, this is stuff that is coming up to be worked on, to be released, because this is really a time of letting go of the old and new beginnings. So it's stuff that's coming up to be released, and it's something that could be a permanent change for you, depending on how you work with the energies. And it's not going to happen like that necessarily. These eclipses last for 6 months, and this one in particular is getting activated over the next 2 years as well. So whatever's coming up for you that's significant, just know, okay, this is the thing that I get to release fully. Whatever I don't like about this, I get to release this fully. So, okay. Let's start with the stones. I really need a music stand. Oh, no, I'm just reaching for stones. So I'm going to start with blue aragonite. And this is a beautiful polished piece of blue aragonite. We're going to call this B1. And I love this piece because there's little areas that go within where there's druzy inside, where you can sort of get, you can go internal with the stone as well. But all aragonites, similar to calcites, aragonites are really great for just flushing out what we no longer need and helping to fix the lighting, helping us to, it's like washing away the debris in our lives that we don't want to have any longer. And this piece, we're going to call it B1, and it is $60. So B1, $60. If you want to claim something, you can just write B1 60. Don't put the $sign though. They kill you with the $signs. Andrea says she's always emotional. That's probably just in your chart. And I realized, you know what I need, Ariel?
Yeah.
When I say B1, I guess, and you can just write out B1, and if the price is different than the tag, then
okay,
that'll be helpful. Okay, awesome. So moving on to B2. Now this is a really amazing specimen of blue aragonite. And I want to say it is a little more teal. You can sort of see it as I come in. It's a little more teal in color. Sometimes it flashes blue because of color correction on the screen. But this is B2 for $175, and we can do a show special of $160 for this blue aragonite botryoidal formation, which botryoidal, it helps things to come up to the surface a little bit more, to be released. And also today Meryl was meditating with all the botryoidal crystals and has determined that it's also sort of like coming together with community and family. Is that how you said it?
Well, they heard the song We Are Family.
She heard the song We Are Family playing.
And then Ariel said about, that was the song.
yeah, for this one tonight too. For group work.
Right, as Smithsonite for group work, which we'll get to, which is also botryoidal. So it's group work and we are family. So again, this blue aragonite B2 for $160. These blue aragonites also cleanse the pineal gland. This is B3 for $28, but let's do $25 today for the special B3, right, for $25. Blue aragonites are also great for cleansing the pineal gland and balancing the throat chakra. And this has got a lot of white in it as well, which is also connecting us up to the divine frequency. White aragonites, I feel like, sort of connect us to the clouds, the Oort clouds, so to speak, or the higher vibrational frequency clouds that are way up in space. Maybe it's not the Oort cloud, but it really connects us to these high vibrational frequencies. And the blues always also can help to connect us to the celestial realms. And all of them help to instill a bright disposition. They can really help us let go of obsessive thoughts as well when we use them with intention. And I have these two darker pieces. This is B4 for 8 and B5 for 6. 4 and 5. So we're trying this new method of me going in and out of the camera. We'll see how it goes. Let me know if you like this better than me holding the camera over, or if you prefer the other way. Let us know. We're still a work in progress here. And then I have 5 different blue aragonite pieces. 4 of them are very gemmy, where you can almost see through them. These are $5 each. So you can claim B6, and I will just put one of these in the box for you. B6, 5. And B7 is one that is a lot whiter. Wow, you really can't see the blue on this. This is a very, very light blue, but a lot of white coming in. So if you're really feeling that, wanting to vibe up to the high frequency clouds and information there, then put B7, right? These are B6, right? Yeah. And this is B7. And then B8 for 5 and B9 also for 5. Here's 8.
7
and 9. Mm-hmm. Okay. So again, if anybody wants to make a claim, just put the number B1 or B1 through whatever number, and then and the price, but without the price, without the sign, just the number. Okay. The next stones that I want to show off to you guys are these beautiful golden micas. These are a little bit harder to find. Wow, this one is just, the flash inside of this one is amazing. It's very gemmy in there. And so like all micas, these are reflective and protective, right? They help us to look within and shield us from harm. These particular pieces really connect with the golden ray, and it's a very soft energy frequency that opens the crown and gently strengthens our solar plexus. These are also really great for helping us to sort of work through that. Well, I want to make sure I'm going to say this right. Oh, okay. These are like windows to the higher realms, right? In a sense, because they are so gemmy, it's like a little window into the higher realms and really connecting and linking with that, and helps us to meld energy or make linkages with these higher vibrational frequencies. And these just help to bring us, it's very gentle, so it's helping to really bring us into peace. So this would be GM1 for 40, and I love this because you can really see those layers stacked one on top of the other. And also, you know, I'm telling you a little bit about how these crystals work, but see how they work for you. This might be more activating and more powerful for some people than others. So GM1 for 40. This is GM2 for 35. And you can also see the layers and some feldspar on the side of these. GM2. This is GM3 for 35. This is more of like a cluster. So GM3, almost like a flower cluster, and I have a flower cluster coming up. GM3. This is GM4 for 30, and I like this because it's got this really interesting little area right here where it's like very shimmery, but you can sort of see the layers in it next to the flat area. And this one has a little peak on it, so it can stand up sort of flat on your hand like that, or it can have a little wing going up, which I kind of like with these golden pieces. It's like a little golden wing. So what number did I call this?
The last one was 3. So this is
That's 4. So that's GM4 for 35. Is that what it says?
30.
For 30. GM4 for 30. Sorry. This is GM5 for 22, and this is another one that's kind of like a flower. I like the wing too, Lifty. Wow, I actually saw a comment. It's so cool, right? It's like an angel, golden angel wing. So this is, what number am I on?
5.
So GM5 for 22. Beautiful little flower there.
Firebird is saying that is commenting on how great the detail is with the stone on the camera.
Yay! I was hoping it would. The lighting is a little wacky in here. I literally live in a den with like no light, even during the day. So it's, we were hoping maybe you'd be able to see things better this way. So this is GM6 for 30. And this is another one that almost has like almost a flower inside, almost like a wing when you lay it flat, almost like a heart when you look at it this way.
Yeah, I see the heart.
Yeah. A heart for your solar plexus too.
That's pretty.
GM6 is,
No, that's 7.
oh, pardon. GM7 is 22. Thank you. This is a cute little piece. I almost kept this one because it's just, I like the cluster feel of it. It's pretty.
A heart-shaped clam.
Nice.
That's what Firebird said. And Lifty says that your manicure and lighting and camera are great.
Thank you. I am starting to think maybe it was better to look at the table. And Ariel's like, probably. I suddenly have her working very hard.
Well, I was trying.
What are we on, 8?
We want to make sure we can see these at the end, right? Or does it matter?
Oh, I was
Just in
thinking to
case
put them
somebody claims
underneath.
it later.
Yeah. But no, yeah, that's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. All right. GM8 is 20. And this has a little bit of the feldspar on it. The white mineral that's coming in through here is feldspar.
When I meditated with it, it had told me no fear.
Oh, when did you do that?
When I got my piece.
I love this. I love this stuff, you guys. And I love also, you see little sparkles flying off of it. That's mica for you. It sort of helps to cleanse and clear and sparkle and connect us to the fairy realms as well. But this golden stuff is a certain kind of golden fairy, I guess. Munchie.
GM9 for 20.
That was GM9 for 20, and this is
No, sorry, that's GM8 for 20.
Oh, GM8 for 20. This is GM9 for 25. And this is another piece that's flat with the layers building up. And now I'm on GM10, also for 20. This is another cluster with feldspar within. Really interesting little piece.
That's gorgeous.
And then we'll move on to the magic stuff. I love these pieces. It's common to see rubellite or pink tourmaline. Rubellite is the name of the reddish pink tourmaline, and these are often a darker pinkish, reddish pink. So this is called rubellite tourmaline, and it's in albite, this is a form of moonstone. Essentially, this white color of albite is moonstone. And then there are bits of aquamarine with it, which is not common to necessarily see these chunks with aquamarine in them. And so this is the big piece. But wow, look at all that. And so I love these stones because when you're working with 3 stones in one, you just get an infusion of several different things. It's like medicine, you know, instead of just being one thing, it's sort of covering a bunch of different things. So the pink tourmaline is great because it is cleansing, it is aligning, it creates a nice strong energy field around us. And the rubellite, the pink tourmaline, it's sort of working on helping us to trust and love again and find our passion again. And the moonstone is really great for connecting us with our own intuitive nature, trusting our intuition, understanding the cycles of life. And then the aquamarine is really great for, yes, it is pure magic, isn't it? I love them. So the, wait, hold on. Oh, yay. I'm glad that you did you get to see, Anne, did you get to see the yellow crystal that you wanted to see? Let me know. Okay, so these beautiful pieces, with the blue aquamarine, that really helps us to sort of communicate from the heart. It helps us with breakthroughs, like if we're having trouble communicating, it gives us that breakthrough that we need to really communicate from the heart, to communicate from our intuition, and also cooling and calming and soothing. It's doing all of this in this calming, cooling way. And so it's in a way, it's a very empowering stone, even though it's not necessarily working strictly with the solar plexus, but it does empower us by really connecting us and aligning us with our heart and our communication, and helping us to understand the cycles of life and soothing us as we go. It's an emotional healer and soother. So this one, we're going to call this, what should we call this? RMA1. RMA1. This piece is 144.
Anne said she'll watch the replay.
Oh, okay, great. RMA2, and this is just some of the most, as Meryl said earlier, this is some of the most beautiful rubellites she's seen. Sometimes these can be more dull. With the aquamarine here on the side to back, or how it might sit flat. So this is RMA2 for 75. We can do 70 for the show. Let's do 70 for the show on this one. RMA3 for 44, but we'll do 40 for the show. RMA3 for 40. There's the pink tourmaline and the moonstone, and here's a lot of aquamarine on the back. It's funny, there's these other stones that are similar to what's in them, except instead of the aquamarine, they have lepidolite, and people started calling them unicorn stone, but to me, this is almost more like unicorn stone. It's just a rarity to see. So RMA3 for 40 for the show, right? This is RMA4 for 25 for the show. It's normally 28. pink tourmaline, bits of aquamarine there. This one even has a little bit of golden mica on it, but it's a little bit difficult to see. So RMA4, and what I love is this moonstone. It has almost a blue hint to it. Just really beautiful. That was 4, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, this is RMA5.
This is 28 for this one, right?
25 for that. RMA5 will also be 25 for the show. Pink tourmaline in moonstone with aquamarine, and this one also definitely has some of that golden mica on it. What number was that?
RMA 5.
Mm-hmm. RMA 6. This is a tiny piece, but so juicy. It's a big pink tourmaline right there with the aquamarine coming through like that. So this one is 24, but we'll do 22. What number is this one?
RMA 6.
RMA 6 for 22.
Firebird said that they think they're unique and pretty.
They are unique. I've never seen this material before, so you know, when you see something you've never seen before and you absolutely love it, you have to get it because, well, I do, because you don't know if it's going to be around again. I mean, this could end up being, they could end up finding a lot more of this, but we just don't, I just don't know at this point. So what number am I on?
That should be 7. RMA 7.
Okay. That was 6. Okay. RMA 7 for 30. Let's do 28. And I held this one off for last.
Lifty wanted to know where they're from. Don't know.
I can find out, Lifty. I don't know. It's not, you know, I'm not a location girl, although I do know a lot of locations. There's some stuff I just don't really know the location on. But if you're interested, I know how I can find out. So I'm happy to message me that, and I will look into it if you really care. Hi, Daniel. I saved this one for last because it's got not only pink tourmaline, but also green tourmaline. And the green is wrapping the outside of the pink tourmaline. There's also a little bit of that golden mica showing up on it. And where is the aquamarine? Oh, and the aquamarine is sort of over here on the side. But this is more about the watermelon tourmaline energy with the moonstone. And so watermelon tourmaline sort of wraps our heart, protects our heart with strength and growth as we learn to align and trust in love and connect to our feminine. And it just brings in a lot of joy. And this will also bring in a lot of intuitive wisdom into the heart as well because it's with the moonstone. I just think this piece is so cool. So this is RMA 8 for 44.
Lifty said the stone is a hug.
It is a hug. I love them. Aren't they awesome? And while we're on watermelon tourmaline, I'm going to show you a couple of other things. Where did I put it? Oh. I have this watermelon tourmaline. It's a huge watermelon tourmaline in a cluster of mica. And there's more green tourmaline here. Lots of sparkles. And I don't have the price on this. I think this was originally $125, but I've had it for a little while, and if you really love it, you can always make an offer to me. But I'm thinking 75. So if you want this, you can just put WT75. Oh, Meryl's like, well, maybe I want it. All right.
No, it's okay.
So It's a gorgeous piece of watermelon tourmaline. And if you got it, if you just pulled it out of this, it would sell for twice as much at least. So, yeah, WT75. I'm going to put that up here because I'm just sort of doing that. And also I have these watermelon tourmaline slices, 2 of them. And again, this is like a joyous hug. The top one is a little more, I'd say the top one is a little more white. Can you sort of see that? But you can see the pattern within. And the front one has more of an almost like a heart shape. And what's great about tourmaline that I didn't mention before is tourmaline really helps us when we have to present as a different way, when we present to the outside world differently than who we truly are on the inside, tourmalines really help us to negotiate that and help us to move towards presenting to everyone who we really truly are on the inside. And that's because, strictly because when tourmaline grows, it looks like it's growing in one pattern, but the internal structure is different. And so that's what that is all about. So this back piece, let me get a better white background for you. This white piece is 70, so that would be WT2, watermelon tourmaline, WT2 for 70. And, whoops, the putty is stuck to me. And this is WT3 for 125. So WT2 for 70 and WT3 for 175. Alrighty. So moving on. What do you guys think? Do you like this format where I bring it to you, or do you want me to show you on the table so you can see what's coming better? Please put your comments below. What time is it?
9/11.
9/11.
Oh, it's always at 11.
Interesting.
Anne said, if you feel drawn to the
Thank you.
watermelon
I'm seeing it.
Yeah,
I'm reading it. Thank you, Anne. That's so sweet. I agree. I love them very much, and they seem to love me back.
Water?
Oh, no, I'm good.
Okay.
All right. Well, so no one's seeming to comment on which way they prefer it, so I'll stick to this for now. I did a video about morganite, and I have some amazing, amazing morganites.
Firebird likes you showing it to them.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Thank you, Firebird. Thank you for the input. I appreciate it. Okay. So, yeah, morganites. Morganites really bring in this higher vibrational light frequency into our body to sort of clear and open our mind and our heart to allow us to really feel that connection to divine love right within us. That is one of the most magical things about these morganites. And this piece also additionally has mica and moonstone on it. So let's just say the one with the mica and the moonstone is going to be M1, and that is for 111. These are rare pieces to find. It's really difficult to find morganite in general, at least for me. Maybe I just don't go to the right places, but it's not like it's a really common mineral. And so morganite's bringing this divine love in, but the moonstone on it, or the white albite, which is another name for it, it's helping us move from one place to the next place. It's a transition stone or a transformational stone. It's not super intense. It's doing it in a gentle way, but it's really helping to sort of take you from where you are now to where you want to go. And the moonstone is, of course, reflective and protective. So it's helping us to look within, to realize things. And so this piece with the moonstone and the mica and the morganite, just to me, really phenomenal. So, M1 for 111.
I thought you were going to name it
I know, it's like, do I have any other M stones? Okay. This is M2 for 88. M2 here. Do you want me to put it down? Okay. M3 for 44, but let's make it a show special of 40. So M3 for 40. And did you see those sparkles? I mean, when you have sparkles like that, these stones often have a lot of rainbows, and rainbows really help to balance our whole system and bring in more joy. But sparkles like that always connect to the fairy realms or the elementals of nature, the spirit guides in nature, and are very cleansing and brightening for our energy. So again, that was M3 for 40. M4 for 36. But show special, let's make it 34. 33. Haha, let's do 33. What number was that? Okay, M4 for 33. And M5, which would normally be 40. Let's make this 37. These are pretty pink, and I don't know that you're really getting that. It's not super pink, but it's a little more pink than it's looking.
Wait, which one was it?
M5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. This is M6, and this is what we call etched. It's an etched morganite. It is lighter in color, but it has also sort of that heart shape. And anytime you have a stone with all these etchings, it's going to catch the light and connect to the fairy realms and cleanse the heart really nicely. Open it more to the energy frequencies coming in a sense. But the etching is also helping us to work through, and Meryl, I'd love your input on this as well, but to me, etched stones are often like getting down to the bare bones of things, sort of like skeletal in a way, right? Getting down to the bare bones of things and restructuring in a way. And also they help us to connect to messages that are coming through. A lot of times it feels like the etchings are there divinely and that messages come through. Is that how you feel about it?
When you have the etched stones,
Mm-hmm.
I think that they're symbols. They're message, like you're
Symbols
saying,
and messages.
Symbols and messages. And then I was just thinking how it's scratching the surface, right?
Oh, I like that. Scratching the surface. I love the way she puts things. Okay. What number was that?
6.
Oh, all right. So what did I say? This is M6. It's normally 44, but let's make it 40. M6 for 40. Hi, Kate.
Is that the heart one?
It looks kind of like a heart.
I love that one.
I try to wave at people and I almost knock them off. Sorry.
You know what? That's the heart one.
Yeah.
It is the heart one. It's a lovely piece. It is a little bit lighter in color, but it's the etching and it's definitely got the vibrational frequency of it. And then these next two pieces that I have, M7 and M8. These are both so high grade and gemmy, you could have someone make a pendant or earrings out of them. Or, I mean, by the way, I make pendants. And I have other friends who also make pendants too sometimes. So if you're interested in any of these pieces being wire wrapped, that's something that you can message me about. But this is, what did I say, 8?
7 and 8, yeah.
Okay, so this is M7 for 30 because it's high grade. And M8, which is almost even pinker, for 25. Thank you. They are beautiful, aren't they? Okay. So I want to move on to smithsonite. Smithsonite is another rare stone. In fact, I have heard that one of the best mines for finding smithsonite has closed at this point. So I don't know. If you know better, let me know. But I think was it the pink smithsonites that you were saying that about? Or just one of the mines that's really good for
all the sherbet flavors, like the pink, the blue, the
green.
That's, I think.
So Ariel worked with a mineral dealer who had said that. So I don't know it for sure, but it sounds like some of these beautiful sherbety colors of smithsonite. Well, at least at this point, there hasn't been another find. But anytime I see these beautiful light pink smithsonites, I have to snatch them up. I don't know why. This used to be called calamine. Oh, no, that's hemimorphite. Yes, never mind. But it's interesting because it has a feeling that's very similar to that soothing effect that calamine can have. But these are really great also for clearing and opening the mind and the heart, similar to the morganite. These are also really good for forgiveness and acceptance. This is good for strengthening our purpose as well. And just general emotional healing. It really helps to clear blockages, to release old pain, and infuse us with this love and willingness to forgive. They also can help us to feel comfortable in our own body. And so this would be PS1 for $80. This is PS2, also for $80. So again, a stone of love and forgiveness, helping us to work better in groups as well because it's botryoidal and helping things to sort of bubble up to the surface. PS2 for $80.
Do you know the primary mineral composition of this?
No, but the small book can tell you. This is PS3, also for $80. Although there's this, this raw connection to the matrix, the mother stone that's going right through this piece. So maybe we'll do a show special on this one. It is a darker color, which is why I got it. We can do a show special of $75 for PS3 for $75. But gosh, look at that color. It's just a beautiful color. PS4 is normally $30, but we'll do this for $25 today. This is more of a lavender smithsonite, which is just connecting us to the higher realms even more, and sort of the forgiveness comes through a little bit differently when we have that higher realm connection. So I would say that this is, you can sort of see by looking at it that it's just a little bit different. But it's going to also be really good for spiritual evolution as well. So PS4 for $25. And here is a peach colored smithsonite. And I think maybe I didn't quite show you guys quite how they do have a tendency, they have a sheen on them. It's a little bit hard to see that sheen, but there is a lovely sheen on these pieces. I'm trying to see if you can see that sheen. So they've got that light sparkle. So this is PS5. Do I not have a price on here? PS5, let's do this one for $70. The thing about the peach color as opposed to the pink is this really helps to heal the mother wound. And it also is very helpful for mothers. All of them, I feel like, are going to have this real assistance with not just the heart, but for women, also for the breasts in some way. It's going to be soothing and helpful because of that mothering aspect to them, but especially this piece, being that it's got more of that peach color.
That would make a nice pendant.
So PS5, what did I say?
70?
70? Let's make it 60. PS5 for 60.
Could you make that into a pendant?
Oh yeah, this is very flat. It would make a nice pendant for somebody.
It has a lot of zinc in it.
Oh.
I was wondering why it felt so calming. I was like, maybe magnesium, but it's zinc.
Right. Zinc can be very calming.
It
And
says it resonates to the vibration of Kuan Yin, Bodhisattva, or compassion.
yeah, I think that's partly why I feel like it's like nurturing for the breasts in a way.
Yeah, it says that in there too.
Oh, it does?
Oh, wait. No, maybe you were saying it while I was
Oh, okay. I was like, wow. I'm channeling the book. Okay. Another one. Oh, by the way, for those of you who don't know, I have a book. It's called Connecting with Crystals. Didn't they do a nice job with the cover? I love it. The whole first chapter, by the way, just sort of, let's get to the first chapter, talks about how to work with the stones. So if you don't know, it sort of gives you a step-by-step guide to working with them. And then the whole second part is information on over 250 stones, including ways to try it in your life and little extra tidbits and stuff. So these, if you want a book, you can just put book 20. Book 20. Oh, and I have candles too. So if you want a candle that goes with the book, that's got crystals on top, it's got fluorite and rose quartz and amethyst. You can put candle 36 because they are $36. But when you do the candle, if you do the candle and the book together, you can do book and candle. Let's see. 20, 30, 40, 50. Yeah. Candle and book, 50. So I've got 5 of these candles left. And some of them, wow. The stones are really, really pretty on some. It's a great starter set. If you know anybody who is really interested in crystals and doesn't know a lot about it, but would like some good guidance and a candle to read it by, with some stones in it, it's a great way for them to sort of, and the scent. Oh, I forgot. These are from Nescent's Aromatherapy. They are soy candles, just so you know. But she made a lovely scent within, and I don't see what the scent is, but I want to say it's bergamot. Do you guys remember? It's a great Mother's Day gift. That's what it is. I also have great jewelry stuff for Mother's Day as well. And in fact, why don't we have Meryl come up and talk a little bit about her elixirs? We're sort of like halfway through, and she's got these amazing elixirs. Well, we're calling them a magic name now. I forgot.
Oh, in my vision board, it came out Cosmic Gem Waters.
Cosmic Gem Waters. And they are, because she uses cosmic water, but I'm going to let her step in. She's got these other ones here. You step in while I show them the others. For those of you who may not know, she has Emerge, which uses a high-grade green aventurine called Tangerine.
Hi.
And she has Deep Dive, which is using azurite. And it helps, who calls it Truth Serum? Lifty? Do you call it Truth Serum Lifty? You're famous over here. Really great for that.
I'm going to change the name of that, by the way, to
Truth Serum.
I think so.
Seeing Through Water, which is using
Tiger's Eye.
Tiger Eye. And Tiger Eye is really great for balancing us, but giving us the determination. Like, one of the first things I learned about Tiger Eye was it's good for women in business. And so this sort of helps you get through those things that you're like, how do I do that? And the last one, what do you call this? Tetrahedron?
Tetrahedron, yeah.
Tetrahedron. It's just working with clear quartz tetrahedron energy, which is the basis,
It's the fire element.
It's what's on the cellular level of everyone energetically. But I'm going to let her introduce the new ones to you. And those that I just showed you are normally 18. And these newer ones are a little more advanced, so they are going to be normally 22. But we have a show special I'll tell you in a minute.
Yay. So I also wanted to mention that all of these they're gem elixirs, but they're also activated by what cosmic events that or astrological events that I kind of pair them with. So that kind of, I think, brings out the essence of them even more. So the new one I made is called Spring. Wait, I can't get it so it's not blurry, but it's called.
Pull it back a little bit.
Oh, it's called Spring Forward. And so this one was made with it's basically inspired by the spring equinox. And I'm just this is embarrassing, but I wrote this really good description for it. And so I'm going to read it because I can't get it right otherwise. But basically I wanted to say that it's based in the spring. How are you?
No, I'm just here for you.
So it's influenced by the oh gosh, I can't even speak now. See, I'm nervous. Oh, thank you. I need to take something. So basically, the spring is a really vibrant time for us, and it's the perfect elixir. It kind of connects us with the earth and the divine at the same time, and creates a foundation within where we can operate from a place of love, no matter what's going on in the external world. And I think Laurel had kind of mentioned that things are a little bit with the eclipse season and such, that we might be experiencing some intensity, and so to say the least, we're all laughing.
Yeah.
Turbulence.
Yeah, exactly. Fasten your seatbelts. So anyway, so this is just basically kind of encouraging us to keep going, just keep going. And I was
Because this.
Yeah, so I was telling Laurel, I kept hearing, I don't know if any of you have kids and you remember the movie Finding Nemo, and when Dory says to Marlin, when I guess they lost a clue or something, and Marlin is just really upset and doesn't think he'll ever find his son, and she's like, just keep swimming. So that's what this is. It's just keep moving forward, even in the face of adversity, even in the face of challenges, just keep going. And I would not recommend it. It actually really boosts me up a lot. So you can use this in numerous ways. I'm not really legally allowed to tell you to use it sublingually, but I do personally.
Which means putting it under your tongue.
Which means putting it under your tongue.
A few drops.
It really is for external use only. But anyway, I also love to use these elixirs in my bath. They give me a lot of information, but I can't stay in the bath very long with this one.
Really?
Yeah, no. It
springs you right out of the bath.
So when you say, is it stimulating?
Yes, I would say it's stimulating. Okay. Thank you. So don't take caffeinated beverages.
And then I'll share the show special once you... Or, yeah, here, I'll guess. So there's a show special on this. So these are normally going to be $22 because they have extra stuff. What's the extra stuff?
Oh my gosh. So they have unicorn stone.
Oh.
Which Laurel will talk about. They have the vibrational signature of the equinox, the spring equinox. They also were made at sunrise, so they have that vibration to it. They are made with yellow-green calcite, golden rutilated quartz. What else did I put in it?
So it's like a whole grid of crystals to spring you forward.
Germanium diode, which is a semiconductor with energy that kind of
helps
goes
you
in
grow.
One direction, yeah. So it helps you grow. It's actually, germanium is found in the cells, and it's found in everything in nature. So it's like on the periodic table. And so it's a thing. And but it is used actually as semiconductors in scientific worlds.
So show special, if you want a tumbled unicorn stone and this together, it's $25. So you can put SF for spring forward, SF22 if you just want this, or SF25 if you want it with the stone. So why not? All right, and now talk to us about...
The great thing about the elixirs is it just gives you a really different experience than working with the crystals, and doing them both at the same time is pretty awesome. But somebody once asked why take a gem elixir, and you actually get to feel them on a more intimate basis if you're going to put it on your body or not use it internally.
It's something like an acupuncturist could use on a needle, similar but different to flower essences or essential oils. But it's also like the way you were also telling me you percuss You percuss intention into it.
I succuss. So every time, succuss. Or percuss, right? So I just, tap it a few times with an intention, what I'm bringing in, what I'm doing. So it just kind of strengthens it. The vibration in the water kind of aligns with my intention, aligns with my energy. But it also works on a cellular basis, these elixirs, because you're putting them in your water possibly, or your skin. So they're kind of getting in.
Yeah. And I see that you said SF25, so we'll put one aside for you. I guess the stone I already showed we'll put aside for you. Also, I just want to say, when I work with them, I hold the bottle first and I just sort of center and ground my energy and see if I can feel the energy frequency, oh my gosh, of this bottle. That's when I feel it almost the most. And then I open it. You can succuss it with intention if you like. But then I open it, and I also will put a few drops under my tongue. That's how I use it. But you can also just put a few drops on your in your hand or on your heart. And here, they're over here if you want to.
Okay. But she also wants this down.
Okay.
And
too.
Okay.
But you can also put it in the water, or you can put some on your heart or some on your third eye, wherever you feel called to. If you're not comfortable doing it internally, again, we can't recommend that. But it is a way that some people will use these gem waters. So we're telling you that's a possibility. But here, I'm getting really high.
Well, this one is called Shift and Dream In, which
there you go.
There we go. Can you see it? And this one is a really intense elixir. I've been using it actually for 6 months now, and it's been amazing. But it's a lot of work that I'm doing with it. So basically, it's connecting with our bones, how we're broadcasting messages and our core beliefs from our bodies, from our bones, from the marrow of our bones are very set. I always say that, but
I like that.
So we're just broadcasting this information. And so if we're carrying negative core beliefs, if we're carrying anything with us as baggage, this is a time of transformation right now. And it's like I feel like I'm packing my suitcase, what I'm going to take to New Earth, but I need to figure out what I don't want to take anymore. And those are the negative core beliefs. So this helped me, has been helping me get down, get dirty with it, do some serious shadow work. And it's bringing these core beliefs to the surface for me to kind of just done with you, done with that, and reprogram myself. So these have been...
And you feel like it's been working.
It's been amazing. So I went through a period of time where I was going to the core belief and going within, and then when I kind of started nailing what they were, because sometimes there are a few, then what's in here is also a spark to kind of move out of it. So then I would start succussing it with if I thought I'm unlovable or whatever, then I would be like, I am love. And then I would start taking it. So now I've been reprogramming my bones to broadcast love instead of unlovable. So,
right. That's beautiful.
Anyway.
Amazing.
That's that.
And one of the many stones that are in these pieces are phenicites. And so I wanted to show you guys some phenicites.
And I'm wearing phenocite. Laurel did this amazing, beautiful wrap for me of phenocite, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
I love it.
I don't know how she wears that thing around her neck, because
I love it. It's so,
these pieces are intense. You know,
crazy.
A lot of people are like Moldavite people. I am so not that. Moldavite's always just a little caustic to me. But if you like the high vibe stones, I recommend phenocite. Now, these pieces that I'm showing you right now, let's see, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Let me grab this black thing.
I'm going to get out of your way.
So you can see it a little bit better. Oh, I might have to send you guys a photo on this. If you're interested, just ask me for a photo. But this is a crystal. And what's really interesting about these phenocite crystals is a lot of them are twins, and so they make really interesting terminations. So we'll do, this is phenocite 1, or so put P1 for 300, but for show special, we'll make it $260 if you're really called to this phenocite.
They're amazing.
They are amazing, but they are rare, and these are. I want to make sure that's a Burmese as well. Yeah, these are Burmese, and the Burmese ones are considered like really the most balanced of the energies of the phenocites. So, like for instance, the Russian ones are very much about clarity. The Colorado ones, I don't know. I'd have to like feel into the Colorado ones, but this is P2 for $150, but for the show special we can make it $125.
Anne wants to know if you're selling your earrings.
Yes.
I am selling these earrings. I think, yeah, we're both wearing these today. We were like, we just need the selenite. So I have more of these that I can show you guys. If you want selenite earrings, just write selenite earrings and we will make a note. But most of these are around 25. I think I have some for 20 that are a little bit smaller, but these are around 25. And yes, we have more for sale. This is P3. Oh, and I didn't tell you guys how this phenocite is like this high vibrational light frequency that's coming in. These can be really great for interdimensional travel. What else did I say about these phenocites earlier? Do you remember?
I could look it up.
Okay, she's going to look it up because I'm not remembering right now. To me, it's just light frequency and traveling, journeying to the beyond, so to speak, really.
You said shifting them will make you high.
Oh, sniffing them will make you high. Literally, it will make you high. If you like, you'll kind of get, well, it clears out your mind really well. And
Is that real?
Yeah, no, it's a thing. So my friend Travis upstate at the Crystal Connection, shout out. Travis is the one who always says that if you sniff the phenocite, you'll get high. And it's true. And I'm getting a little high, so I have to put these down soon. P3 for $150. We can also make this $125. It's a shorter, stubby one.
You said it helps us find the courage to lead a spiritual life. Opens up the third eye, awakens the light body.
Awakens the light body.
And it says, and for me, I believe that they make my energetic field bigger.
Yeah, I feel glowy. It's funny because it's not like I feel completely ungrounded right now, though it may have been me working with this over a few years that that helped this. This is a Russian phenocite, which brings in more clarity. So the Russian phenocite, normally $150, we'll do $125 again. So that's P4, $125. But I have a bunch of these smaller pieces that are $22 normally. And some of these are very, very clear. And I think that these are the Brazilian phenocites. So these are going to also be about clarity. So if you want one of these, you can put P5 for 22. But if you'd like to get the shift and dream in, you can put S and D. If you just want the shift and dream in, 22. But if you want it with a piece of phenocite, I'll take $2 off of this and $2 off of that and make it 40. So you can put PSP, not PCP, PSP 40. And that would be the shift and dream in with the high vibe phenocite. And I know these are small, but dude.
They're awesome.
It's like people get these tiny little moldavites and they can't even handle the energy. It can be like that. When I go to pick out phenocites, I have to take a break halfway through. I'm usually just picking out 20 of these small pieces. I have to walk away. Like 10 minutes in, I have to walk away and reground and then come back because they are that powerful and very, very clear. So, yes. And if you want to pick out which phenocite crystal you want, most of them are round like that, but I do have this longer one with rainbows. I can send you a picture of that.
Sorry, so just by themselves they're 25?
No, 22 for the
bottle. Okay,
so the bottle alone, you can write dream in or
okay.
Or spring forward, or you can do the initials. But yeah, just the bottles alone are 22, but the show special with the stone is where you get a little discount. Are we done?
With what?
No.
Will you bring me the tongue drum? For those of you who missed at the beginning, I played the tongue drum just a little bit on the break. How'd you like intermission? But if you like these tongue drums, they're very relaxing. I did a video using one, and they're pretty easy to carry around. These are $125, just write tongue drum. And I know it's $125, and I can send this to you. I probably won't send these out till Monday. So just so you know, it may take me. I'm going to try to send out crystals on Saturday for those who
I just
have
add
the
too that
invoice
they're
in.
very resonant in your body.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can feel it.
Well,
Could you play it?
It's
on
very
your body? I
Oh.
wonder if you could play it lying down on yourself.
you should
I just
try
mean
it and
even
see.
being close by to it, you know.
I love it.
The first time I heard it, I was like, wow, I can feel this resonating through my whole body. It feels so.
Very calming,
Calming.
soothing.
Mhm.
When I got it, the day I got it, I played with it for a few minutes, and then the next day I had a client come, and I got the message to pull it out to help with ancestral healing. So I think it's very good for helping us to sort of go into dream time in a sense. You could take dream in and then play the tongue drum because it's, anytime we do something, an activity where we're just focusing on, like with the bowls, if you have the singing bowls, focusing on very steadily moving the stick around the bowl, that's really great for as a meditation practice because it quiets the mind, it quiets the ego mind or the monkey mind, and helps the spirit mind to come through. And the same thing is true of these tongue drums. If you can hold two sticks and play, it's something that you can easily pick up, and
Instead
it's
of
very
your iPhone before bed. For
instead
10
of your
minutes.
iPhone, pick up the tongue drum. Try playing it on your body, see what happens.
Okay.
Firebird
'cause-
they have a small one, but can't play it well.
Oh.
No, those ones are so cute.
Well, a lot of the smaller ones, instead of having all of the notes in the scale, all 7 notes in the scale, it'll be a pentatonic scale, so you're missing certain notes. But those are really great just for messing around. This one you can actually play like Happy Birthday on if you really wanted to. But also, these are great for just messing around. Can you feel it in your body?
Yeah, that's cool.
More the lower notes, but yeah.
So she does feel it in her body when she lies down and puts it on her belly.
That feels really cool.
I love it. It's so wonderful to have Ariel and Meryl here helping me. Oh, and before Meryl left, I meant to say, if you guys don't know, we are new in it, but we are starting a YouTube show called Playing with Crystals, where we sit and play with crystals and meditate with them. Hey, Gemstoned. We sit and play with the crystals and just sort of, we do what we do, which some people would probably find wacky, but we take a crystal and we just center ourselves, ground, and open our energy frequencies to feel the subtle energies of the stones. And then we just compare notes. But a lot of really good information comes through. I can be a little verbose sometimes in the way I describe them when I write. And one of the things I really love about Meryl is she always just, like for instance, this is one of my favorite examples. These beautiful, these beautiful Mangano calcites. They're these really light pink calcites. And she picked it up and meditated with it the first time and was like, wow, that's really flashing. And was like, it reminds me of cotton candy. And I was like, oh my God, that's perfect. That's like that's how it feels in a way, I mean, it's a stone that works on forgiveness and letting go, especially like things that come in recently that we just want to sort of flush back out of our system fairly quickly. Acute issues, especially in the heart, but very good about forgiveness, learning to forgive, learning to love the self. These Mangano calcites do feel a little bit like cotton candy. And so I love your... So anyway, it's on my YouTube at the Fairy Den for now. We're going to try to eventually... Well, I think we're going to end up doing bi-weekly, but we've done one. We started it on Earth Day, and we're going to do more soon, I promise. But we have to figure out when the next one is. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks, we will do another one.
Sure.
And you can watch my stories for that info, or you can message me and be like, hey, I'm one of the people who wants to know. Or you can go over to my YouTube at the Faerie Den on YouTube and just sign up for notifications, and you'll get notified along with other things that I put on there randomly.
And it's a great way for you to all, meditate with your crystals too that you have.
Yeah, and one of the things that I love that came through is if you don't have the stone but you have a clear quartz, we'll hold up the stone and you can hold your clear quartz to it, and you can ask your clear quartz to infuse with the energy of that stone, and then you can have that experience as well. And just from that kind of meditative experience, know if it's something that you're going to want to go out and get for yourself, or just experience while we're having fun and playing with crystals. Okay, so flower agates. So this is a really cool obelisk with one of these little caves inside where you can go inside a little bit, but also very sturdy and stable. So all agates are very nurturing and soothing. They really help us to move from one place to the other, similar to the feldspars, but a little bit different. It's like with agates, you're really separating the pure from the impure in your life, both physically and emotionally and mentally and spiritually. You are sort of sifting through, separating, but in a very nurturing way to help you move to the next thing. And these flower agates, some of them are so cool because they've got these little almost floral designs within. And anytime you have a flower showing up within or on the outside of a stone, it's helping you to flower from within in some way. And this is doing it in this very nurturing, slightly playful, very almost really nurturing the feminine in a sense with these stones, because there's sort of a peachy color to them. And I guess we'll just start. We'll do FA for flower agate. FA1 is the obelisk. And this is normally 24, but we'll do 22 today. FA1 for 22. This is FA2. And I'm not going to tell you how I priced them. I didn't get the best price, but they were so pretty. FA2, we're going to do for sure. Let's do them for 10. FA2 for 10. FA3 for 10. Yeah, this one's got a lot of that peachy, well, it's almost a reddish peach color coming in, which again, anytime we have peach, it helps to heal the mother wound. So FA3 for 10. FA4, another elongated one. FA4, this one's my favorite. For 10. So big show special. And FA5 for 10. Now this one is super flat. This one would make a great pendant. So if you're interested in that. What did I say this was?
10.
FA5. FA5 for 10 on that one. Moving on to more flowers. I got these really awesome, really awesome, really good color amethyst flowers. And so let's call this AM1. AM1 for 8, so we will make it 6 for the show. Love these little guys. So amethyst, as you know probably already, because who doesn't have amethyst, very calming and soothing for the mind, really brings spirituality into our daily life. Please shout out anything else I might have said.
Good for meditation. It's a good beginner's crystal.
Yeah, I mean, if you're really trying to also let go of addictive behavior. These are a stone that a lot of people will use for letting go of addictive behavior with intention. It can be very powerful in that way because it just calms the mind and soothes the soul in a sense, and helps us to flower in a new way. So again, AM1 for $6, show special.
Wisdom and insight. Did you say that?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I was listening.
Oh, no, I didn't. Wisdom and insight. Oh my gosh. Losing my mind. AM2. Oh, this one is 6.
You know what I was thinking? Instead of a bouquet of flowers, you could, for Mother's Day, you get the flower agate in those.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be cool.
Like flower stones.
Yeah.
AM2 also for 6 will do. AM3 we will do for 5.
And they're like seriously fluorescent.
I know, they sort of gleam from the inside in a way that I cannot explain. It's kind of magical and ethereal. So this is AM4 for also for 5. Show special for 5. Normally 6.
Wait, I didn't get 3.
3.
Okay. Got it. You saw it right. Okay.
Okay, whoops. I gotta move this. Okay. And so now we're going to move on to amethyst and cacoxanate.
Natalie asked if you could wrap one of the amethysts for a necklace.
Yeah, that smallest one, the last one, AM4, could be wire wrap for a necklace. That's the only one because it lays flat on the bottom, and it would. You saw me put it up to the third eye. It would make a really nice pendant. Okay, great. So Anne had mommy friends. Mm-hmm. Shout out to mommy friends, by the way. We do an astro plant crystal update on the, I think it's the second Monday of every month. And so we're doing one on this upcoming Monday. And Anne, you have to let me know if we said what time. But we do it on her page. And so we kind of do a little bit of information on the crystals and the astrology and plants. And you should see her garden. It's amazing. So shout out to Mommy Friends Long Island, MOMEE Friends LI. Did someone say so? Oh. So did you see Anne wanted AM2?
Yeah.
Okay, and AM4. You guys are getting it. Okay, and Natalie wants the pendant of this one.
Yeah.
Did
So
you get the
4.
pendant
You're
already?
gonna turn it
Yeah,
into a
okay.
pendant, right?
Got it, yes. Well, did you write down pendant for me?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I love them.
Well, no, it's Ariel, actually. I'm
What?
behind the 8 ball here.
Oh, okay.
She's got it.
Do you have a flat rate for wrapping, or are you just doing it like?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. My flat rate for wrapping is 40. Just letting you know. And then you'll need to let me know if you want sterling or gold fill. So gold fill is a sterling and gold. I think it's 14 karat gold mixed with sterling silver. So let me know if you want that in silver or gold, and we'll message about it. But anyway. Okay, amethyst with cacoxanate. So again, everyone's got amethyst, right? And you may even have an amethyst with cacoxanate, and I'll tell you how you will know. If you see these dark spots on amethyst, what happened to my black? Oh, nuts. Will you move this?
Yeah.
So there. So I can use that.
Oh, okay. Move them all.
Let's see.
Here, I'll take
Now, this is not the pretty white background. All right, so I'll just talk to you a little bit about cacoxanate, and then maybe, okay, here we go. All right. Trying to see if you can see that. There's little dots inside. And if you move it around, you can see, maybe you can see it a little bit better right here. Actually, if you move it around, you can often see sort of a golden orangey color. So you might be able to see this one better. Shooting down from that black spot. And that means that you've got cacoxanate within your amethyst. So if you have amethyst with these black spots and you're always like, what is that? It's cacoxanate most likely inside of it. She can see the dots. Yay, Anne. Thank you. So amethyst is all the things we already talked about. I mean, really, amethyst does a lot. like all quartzes, it is harmonizing. It raises and harmonizes our energy field. The amethyst really calms and soothes the mind and brings spirituality into our lives. But when you've got cacoxenite with it, which is why I'm doing these today, it sort of accelerates your spiritual growth. It really aligns you to your path. And I never really quite say it the way I want to, so I'm going to read it. Amethyst with cacoxenite strengthens our connection with the universal realms. It is an ultimate stress reliever because you're connected to those higher spiritual frequencies. It helps us to see the beneficial aspects of whatever comes our way. And so that's why I wanted to include them in today's live, because it really helps us to see things. I mean, some of the other stones I have here as well, like the jade, really helps to bring us to a place where we can see things more from a neutral place, to be the observer. And we'll get to the amazing Pakistan jade in just a minute. But amethyst with cacoxenite can also help us to do that. It's cleansing, it's regenerative, it helps us to remove obstacles and stimulate creative solutions to the obstacles that are coming through. And it just keeps us aligned to our truest path. So let's call these AC. We're going to call this AC1. And this is $6. Thank you. AC2. This one is $8. It's a lot of cacoxenite in there, normally for $10. AC3, also a lot of cacoxenite in this piece, and a really nice dark amethyst. Trying to show it off. So AC3, it's a lot of cacoxenite, so I'm going to keep it at 8 as well. AC3 for 8. AC4. Now this one also, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but let's see if I can find the best. This one sort of has what we call a phantom, which, trying to see the best way to see this. It's a phantom within. So there's a darker, where did I put it? There's a darker line. It looks like inside there's a darker line that follows the top of the crystal point. So this is a phantom, and it's got cacoxenite coming down from that. So what did I say, 4? Mm-hmm. AC4, this is going to be 10, normally 12. It's got a good amount of cacoxenite, not as much as some of the others, but it's the phantom art aspect. And when there's a phantom inside, that's also revealing stuff from within us as well. So AC4 for 10. AC5, we're back to a piece for 8, because it's got a good amount of cacoxenite in it. What did I say, AC5? Mm-hmm. AC5 for 8. AC6. Let's make this one 6. It's flatter on the back, so this is another piece that could be a good wire wrap. But you can sort of see that cacoxenite coming through. AC6 for 6. And the last one, AC7. This is a larger piece. Let me see, I think, does this have a phantom? Not quite. It's got half of a phantom. But this one has a really nice way of sitting up like this. It is a little bit lighter on the cacoxenite, so we're going to make it 10. Still a really beautiful amethyst piece. AC.
7? I think it's 7. I have 7.
Oh, no. AC9. AC9 for 10. Confusing.
Wait, so there was no 8?
Well, this says 8. That's why I'm going with that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
No, that's 8. That's how much it is.
Oh, AC5. Well, anyway, let's just make it AC9 because I said it. AC9 for 10.
Okay.
Sometimes we skip around here. Okay. So, question. I'm going to take you guys off of this a little bit because we're getting close to where I want to wrap up and not keep us all here for such a long time today. I have covered all of these, but if there's anything that you want to see, again, let me know. I haven't covered the dioptase, but I do have some beautiful smaller pieces. These are 35. These are actual crystal points for 35. You can let me know if you want me to show you all of that. This piece has some yellow, and I think that's a mimeotite, but maybe I'm wrong because I haven't checked it to make sure. But some smaller dioptase pieces that are 90, which is actually pretty good for this crystallization. Some pieces that are 60 that aren't so crystallized. And then, of course, these gorgeous larger pieces. And these, I believe these are from the Congo. A larger piece back here as well, which I have to get the light in. There you go. Nice big crystals inside of this piece. So if you're interested in the dioptase, that's a high heart healer. And I can go into more about that if you want to see more of those. I can go into these turquoise pieces if you like. So let me know if, as I'm going, just type in if there's something you want to see more of. These are beautiful turquoise pieces, both more raw and polished. This one would make a great pendant just because it's so flat. And those are around the $25 range for these polished pieces. Oh, I'm probably going to have to go into the brucites. So I can either do lapis or this Pakistani jade. I am feeling really called to that. A couple of bigger pieces of the desert rose here. The brucites. The really gemmy, larger sunstones that I'm going to do a show special for $25 on these bigger pieces here.
Wait, what's the yellow one again?
The yellow brucite.
Oh, okay.
I have some pretty interesting clear quartz etched pieces, as well as a nice little, oh my gosh, what do you call this kind of cluster? Geode. And some beautiful two-tone calcites, some spessartine garnet, so it's an orange garnet. Some interesting serpentine pieces, raw and polished. I just love the color on these. So I don't usually see this yellow color, and these are $10. So if there's anything specific that you want to know, you can just type in either the name or...
Oh, so pretty.
Geez, I'm like, I think what I'm going to probably cover is the sugilite, the sugilite. A lot of people call it sugilite, but it was Mr. Sugi. I think they say Masaru Sugi in Japan, who discovered the original. And this piece I mentioned earlier on is probably from India. Just because I know when it's purchased, this is an older stock. Probably from India. It could be, though, from Japan, but I'm thinking it's probably from India, which was the second find of it. And again, it's more rare to find this beautiful stone. It really brings in the violet ray, very cleansing, bringing in a lot of light to cleanse and sort of brighten the whole energy. Really great for healing. A lot of people will use this when they're dealing with cancer or neurological problems because it just brings in this amazing light. And the manganese only supports that as well. And so this old stock piece, if you're interested in it, you can just put S1 for $180, and I think that's a really fair price. If you love it, though, you can always, make an offer, but I don't know that I'd go much lower than $180 on that. And then I only have that huge piece, and then I have these tiny little pieces, which would be S2 and S3. And I think that these are 6, but really nice color. And if you're working with, you know, healing something like breast cancer, this is a great stone to put into your little bra bag. That's what we're going to call it. And these have the purple, and there's some.
Those could be wrapped too for jewelry, right?
Well, they're a little small for wrapping. I don't know. I could attempt it. You'd have to let me see. But you can sort of see the purple on this one. There's a lot of the black, but also very supportive in that way. So, and then I think I will show you. I'll show you the jade and the lapis, and then after I show you this piece. I'm in love with this piece. I priced it at $600 because I'm so in love with it. I don't care if no one buys it. But secret, I do that sometimes. But I decided, you know, it's been here for a while. I've really gotten to enjoy it. This is a druzy fluorite from China. So that is a fluorite piece that you see, but all those sparkles, that is the druzy aspect of it. And anytime there's druzy, cleansing and clearing, and you can see the blue, actually the blue fluorite gleaming through on this bottom right side. This fluorite when fluorite has a druzy like this, anytime you've got sparkles and light, it's very cleansing. It connects you to the fairy realms. I kind of feel like this is my fairy fluorite piece in a way. But all fluorites are balancing to the brain, soothing to our emotions, bringing us to a nurturing place for ourselves. But it realigns and restructures anything growing out of order. And I have also had several people that have been working with healing cancer use. It is a gorgeous piece, isn't it, Anne? Yes, fluorite's one of my favorites too. Very watery. Yeah, for a fluorite, it is very watery. And I have some other rainbow fluorites that I can show you guys if you want that also have sort of that watery feeling. And with Saturn in Pisces right now, I mean, you know, for a couple of years, and honestly, the big deal is when Sedna moves as well, which is a very watery sign. It's moving from Earth into an air sign, but yet it's really bringing up this water aspect a lot. We have a lot of flow and movement going on, and so this piece will be very helpful in that regard. Any watery piece will be, like the blue aragonite from earlier as well. But I'm doing a show special on this, $444 instead of $600, and this is definitely a larger piece. This is what we would call, if you were a mineral collector, this is what we would call a cabinet piece. It's bigger, it's heavier, but it's amazing. I mean, I feel like I'm not quite getting that beautiful green color coming through there. It's a little bit better. That beautiful green color is all throughout it with that little bit of blue at the bottom right. And it's definitely, it's a showstopper kind of piece to me. But again, if there's anything back here that you guys see that you're like, you know, I'd really love to know more about that. Please just feel free to either snap a screenshot and DM me, or message. I've even got a few pieces of purpurite up here for those of you looking for that. Just message me and DM me. Tritone calcite here. Another tritone calcite here. Lots of tritone calcites here. Whoops, sorry about that. And then I'll show you guys the jade.
Jade is amazing.
I have to figure out how to turn this around. Okay. You know, you'd think I'd be better at tech by now. Okay, close your eyes for those of you that get seasick. I should have warned you before. Okay. I am so excited about these pieces. This is jade from Pakistan. It is a nephrite jade. So jade is either nephrite or jadeite, right? And so jadeite is the one that the royalty in Asia really utilized the most. But nephrite was the original jade. And, nephrite's just more of the technical name for it. But nephrite isn't always this pretty. I'm just going to say it that way. There's a lot of pieces of nephrite that I'm like, The jadeite is the one that usually has more of the really pure greens in it and more gemmy, which is why when all of the commoners were using the nephrite, and it was getting harder to find it, then the royalty found jadeite, and that's what they started really utilizing a lot. At least this is my limited understanding of jade and its history in Asia. But these pieces are from Pakistan, and I've never seen, to me, jade is such a yin energy stone. It's very feminine, and this piece almost looks like the statue of a woman sort of, stretching up a little bit, and just these beautiful white markings that are coming through on these pieces. Like when I think of jade, I usually think of it like the number 9. If you know numerology, the number 9 is sort of the number of completion. It's really durable. And it's not the hardest mineral out there, but it is very durable. And so it's known for luck and longevity. And it sort of brings a healing heart energy. It brings a healing energy into our heart and sort of expands us out and helps us to really connect with all that are on the earth. And the earth itself as well. It sort of opens up the root chakra to help you connect to the femininity of the earth and connect with all that are on the earth. What else did I mention earlier about jade? Anything else that I'm not thinking of at the moment?
Jade infuses us with soft inner strength and the ability to hear our inner voice.
Hearing our inner voice. That yin energy, that feminine energy.
Supporting us in realizing the highest aspects of ourselves.
Yeah, and that's the number 9 energy, really helping us to sort of work through stuff and come to completion in some way. And that would be connecting to those higher vibrational frequencies or our highest possible outcomes, in a sense.
Simplify, safety, trust, integrity.
Integrity. Simplicity, integrity.
So if you're doing like a house cleaning, that would be like a good...
Oh, this is a great stone to bring into the home. This would be a great Mother's Day gift as well. So this would be J1 for 180.
And increasing prosperity and luck.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, increasing prosperity and luck. Yeah, J1 for 180. I feel like this is well worth it. It really is a larger piece that, it's like another cabinet piece in a way. It is a polished stone, but this is Pakistan jade, and there's only one guy that brings this in. And it's just, again, to me, the most beautiful jade I've ever seen. Except for maybe those really, really, expensive. That jadeite can be like $500 for a tiny little piece in a piece of jewelry, because if it's really gemmy, and it can be even more than that. I think it goes up, way up, more like the thousands of dollars for a piece. Were you going to say something?
Yeah, you said that it helps us to be the observer, and I was thinking, that's perfect to
meditation.
Eagle's perch too, when things are going on around you, and
yes,
not to engage.
Yes, not to engage, which is a big lesson for a lot of people right now. With all these power plays, we sort of mentioned that at the beginning with the astrology. With all those power plays that are going on, kind of coming into your center, staying in your heart, being the observer, not engaging in the drama that is going on, not overly engaging in the intensity. We each have our role to play. There are times when we have to stand up, when we're going to be in a power play, an emotional power play with someone perhaps. We have to stand up. We have to not allow others to walk all over us. We need to pull back if we are walking on others, so to speak. But yeah, this helps you to come. This is a great meditation stone, and it helps you to come into your observation state. Oh my gosh. Sides of this piece. The front is just beautiful dark color with the one line through it, which is just so aesthetically pleasing. But those sides, they sort of shimmer. You can see the layers. So this is J2 for 60. J2 for 60.
It looks soft like moss.
I don't usually freak out about jade, you guys. This is like not normal for me to be just like, oh. But gosh, I mean, there was another piece, honestly, that was almost, it was at least another half a size larger than this piece, but with these beautiful white markings that almost look like flowers inside. If you want that, let me know, because it's gorgeous. I can try to see if he still has it, but it was more expensive. And I was like, well, we'll see who wants that. But okay, so this is J2 for 60. And J3. This is J3 for 44. And so this is cool because it sort of sits, it can sit like this, sort of like maybe you saw, if you saw the, what do you call it? Reel earlier. This was in there, but it also stands up like this. So it can sort of be like a little mountain. I don't know why I put the tag right there, but anyway. Interesting markings on this piece. A lot more of that lighter color coming through. So J3 for 44. I'll show you the bottom too. Like a wave, like a green wave of love. Okay, I'll stop. Wacko. I have smaller pieces of lapis, and I even have this raw lapis piece for today. It's normally 30. I would do this raw lapis piece for 25. You can put L4. This is L4 for 25 if you want this raw lapis piece with a lot of white in it. I think it's kind of cool. Anytime I see raw lapis, I'm like, ah. But I'm going to show you these gorgeous beauties, also from Pakistan, which is where some of the best lapis in the world comes from. This one is just, again, so aesthetically pleasing with this white stripe down the side and these golden stripes going through it and splashes of the golden pyrite within. Oh my gosh. This piece is really thick as well, so a very heavy piece. So this would be L1 for 150. L1 for 150. And so lapis is, we always think of it like as a third eye stone a lot of times because it really is about dreams and visions in a way. I kind of like to call it starry, starry night because it allows us to sort of go into dream time or to envision what we want to bring in to help manifest it. The pyrite helps with manifestation. It gives us sparks of inspiration. It helps us with dream time when we're sleeping as well as when we're envisioning things as we're awake. But a great dream time stone. And it's always about connecting to truth in some way. And it's a dark blue stone, and that's why people think of it as a third eye stone, and it does help with that. But it's also really good for opening up the throat and communicating your truth in a larger way. It's also very soothing to the solar plexus. So it's another stone that if you have like an overactive solar plexus, like yellow labradorite, or what was the one we were talking about earlier that you were using?
I'm sorry for
soothing the solar plexus when it's overactivated.
Oh, I was using the charite.
Oh yeah, the charite was with the manganese was really good for that as well, sort of soothing down the overactive solar plexus. But this is a stone that can help that as well. It still keeps that spark and fire going. I mean, there's going to be a sense of creativity with this one as well, but more architectural because of the way it's expressing. Anyway, L1 for 150.
And Firebird said that she'll think about the flower stones or the RMA stones.
Okay.
So,
Okay, yeah, you can just, if you're thinking about stuff, like if you put stuff aside, I'll send you yours and I can send pictures to you. Or if you're thinking about something, you can just let me know in direct message. This is L2.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can we go back?
Mm-hmm. L1.
Oh,
you did two of them.
okay. So that's this one.
I thought that last
That's this
piece.
one.
I haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm working on
last piece
L2
looked
now.
like an earth grid to me.
This piece?
No, that
Oh,
was
the other one. It did sort of look like Earth Grid, right?
Yeah.
This is just a piece that sort of, I mean, to me it almost looks more feminine for some reason. But this is L2 for 70. Again, this beautiful dark Pakistani lapis lazuli, some of the best lapis in the world. L2 for 70. Wish I could do better on these, but I just can't. But this is high quality, high grade stuff. If you do want a piece of lapis, I have pretty pieces of lapis that are smaller and not this expensive. But these are so worth it. I love this piece. This is L3. And this one feels more masculine to me. But again, this is just my interpretation of it. Love it.
Say royalty.
Yeah. Yes, royalty. I mean, I used to say I think the way the Book of Stones talks about lapis, don't they say royal virtues?
Oh, do they? I don't know.
Of course, I'm like, well, true royal virtues of integrity and truth, yes. Not to be pessimistic there. But anyway, I just love this piece, the golden color coming in on the top. It just really called to me. It's a little more gold than maybe you see the way I'm moving it there, but wow. So this is L3, also for 70. Oh my gosh, so gorgeous. True starry, starry night colors in here. The painting. What did I say I was going to go on to? I'm going to show you these brucites. This is B1. Normally 33. I'll make it 30 for the show. Brucites usually don't come in this color. This is rare. I think these are also from Pakistan, if I remember correctly, or that area. They usually come more in a sea foam color, which if you're interested in this, just put sea foam brucite for 40. This is normally 45, but we'll make it 40. Sea foam for 40. But these yellow brucites, this is rare. They come in that seafoam color or sort of a white tannish color. But these yellow ones, these are more rare and really special. And yellow brucite is so good for decision making during challenging times. It helps you to digest and assimilate all of the information that's coming in from out there, so that you are a little more chill about it and able to what's the words? I can't think of the words. It's getting too late for words.
Digest all that's going on around us.
Yeah, digest what's going around you and sort of assimilate that energy frequency within. Oh my gosh,
assess where we are and what we value most.
Yeah. Yes. It's so funny. Last night I was doing an astrology thing and it just like flew out of me, and now I have to look at my notes. But it seemed like it was really important for right now. This is what I couldn't think of. It helps to uplift and soothe our spirit while fortifying our will. That's what I was trying to verbalize just now. Cleansing, it helps with depression and negativity, just flushing all of that stuff out so that we can really determine what we value most for ourselves, which this is a huge time of revaluing, finding what is new, our new safety net, so to speak, because what seems safe before is changing. Everything's changing in major ways. And so we have to sort of redetermine and figure out what we really value most now. And getting clear and good decision making. It also can help link us to our soul family. So this would be B1 for 30, show special for 30.
Scrubbing bubbles.
Wait, you already did
Scrubbing bubbles, that's right. This is Meryl's easy phrase. This is like scrubbing bubbles. Brightening things up. Huh?
You did have already a B1.
B1 for 30. Yeah, I'm still talking about it.
No, there was a B1 for 40. The green one. Wasn't there?
The first one.
The seafoam one?
Yeah.
seafoam.
Yeah.
That's B1.
Okay, well, I said seafoam.
You
Seafoam.
called it
Seafoam.
seafoam. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's like,
Ariel is doing a great job because I was thinking I wasn't going to have to write all these things down.
okay.
Trying to make this easier. this process. If you're a dealer, you know.
Can I just say one thing about the
Yeah.
Beauty? It reminds me very much of the function of the spleen in Chinese medicine because it's that bright yellow bile color.
Which is water, right?
And spleen separates the clear from the turbid.
Yeah.
So the decision making. And assimilate the new things coming in. So purifying that function in your body.
Oh my God.
I love my friends. I love my crystal friends. I love these crystal friends and these crystal friends with me. Because they always bring such beautiful insights. And that's why we were doing Playing with Crystals. And we're going to have Ariel on at some point too, to play with us. Because it'll be like a little mini coven, so to speak, where we all just get together and sort of play with the crystals. And you can message us, because if we're live, you can message us on YouTube and we can all be playing. Hello to the new folks that have popped on. Nice to have you here. All right, so B1 for 30. We're good? Okay, perfect. B2, also for 30. This one is so interesting. It's almost like a little mineral specimen because of the way it sits, and has this little area that goes up in the back. Delicate piece. Oh, it's like art. It's nature art. Oh, I love these pieces. So B2 for 30. B3 for 30, and these grow botryoidal as well, which means it's going to be good for helping, like I said, linking us to our family, to our soul family. How did I say it? Yeah, linking us to our soul family. It's kind of like bringing everything together with that botryoidal energy in just a little bit different way.
Dance break.
Oh yeah, we were gonna have 70s tunes on, but I guess okay. Anyway, all right. What number am I on? 3. B3 for 30. I love this stuff. You know, it's so funny because when I was talking about the phenosites and when I'm talking about the brucites, I just get all cleansed and sparkly.
Oh, I love that.
B4. Oh. Well, this one's flatter. This could actually make a nice pendant, although I would be a little bit wary of that, you guys, just because it's soft. So maybe not. This is B4 for 22. Is that what I said? B4, right? Mm-hmm. And the next two, B5 and B6, are both 15. B5 and B6. Or just B.
Be good.
B, B. B, B, B. Who is that?
I have no idea. It's you.
Just B. No, it's Lenny Kravitz, I think. I think Lenny Kravitz does that. Okay, so B6 for 15. I already put it on the same one. Oh, yeah. Okay, great. Perfect. All right. So now I'm going to pop over and just show you guys jewelry. And seriously, you're going to have to, let me know what you're interested in because I probably will not go piece by piece by piece. God bless you for keep.
Did you do the little moonstone capuchon? The little
Oh,
moonstones?
no, I didn't. Okay, I'll show you guys that really quickly. So I have these little moonstone pieces for $5 here. All of them have just a touch of flash. And moonstone, like we talked about earlier, new beginnings, flashes of inspiration, understanding the cycles of life, also a very yin, feminine stone. So I have these, what did I just say, $5, right? But then I have these gorgeous polished pieces. These are not $5. I mean, some really amazing flash in these pieces. If you're interested in this, you can put RM1 for 60. I don't know that you can really fully see how amazing that piece is on here. This piece, it's a little easier to see how amazing it is. This is RM2 for $72. And then these other pieces down here, you can just let me know. They are pretty, aren't they, Natalie? These pieces are, whoops, $24.20 for the square. So if you're interested in a teardrop, or $32 for the teardrop there. Another one for $32. We can just put teardrop, or take a screenshot and send it to me if you're interested in one of those. But they are high grade. So hard to see. There we go. It helps when I put the light on it. Really gorgeous pieces that are great for meditation, putting on your third eye, or on your crown as you meditate, and really connecting to those higher frequencies and that higher inspiration. Okay. And now I'm just going to show you guys the jewelry, and then we're going to say goodnight, because we don't like to go longer than 2 hours here if we can help it. Wave, you guys. Here we are in the fairy den. Oh yes, let's end out with some chill music. These selenite earrings, $25. Some of these pieces are great for Mother's Day. I went to the flower market. Do you like the flowers? Amethyst and turquoise and moonstone and amethyst. Rose quartz and sterling earrings. Also just clear quartz, faceted clear quartz with sterling pendant and earrings set. A couple of amethyst earring and pendant sets. Beautiful lapis necklace with gold fill pieces. Some jade earrings. Ooh, the light is just too bright. There we go. Some jade earrings, some blue kyanite with sterling, some clear quartz rounds with sterling, rose quartz, Jimmy rose quartz, and amethyst again, and different kinds of necklaces. I'm sorry, bracelets, peridot and sapphire. Wait. Peridot is the green, iolite is the bluish purple, the more blue color is sapphire. This pretty amethyst bracelet, it's got lilac amethyst with one darker bead in sterling, garnet, smoky quartz. I've got all sorts of jewelry here. Oh, also this moonstone necklace as well. These are all pieces that would be great for Mother's Day. So if you're not a mother, or if you are a mother and you want your child to get you one of these pieces, you can just snap a picture. Oh, more clear quartz earrings. You snap a picture and let me know. And if there's something that you are looking for to be made jewelry-wise, let me know. Oh, also, I have a show special. If you want one of these rainbow moonstone bracelets, show special $10 instead of $12. You can just put RMB 10, and I can get one of these moonstone bracelets to you. I've got lots of them. Or if you're really into selenite, I have these selenite pendants along with the earrings. I also have these beautiful different kinds of sacred geo, like Flower of Life, and this is for good luck and fortune, Flower of Life. This is the Labyrinth, Open Flower of Life. So Taurus field energy. Wow, when I wear these, my energy field just really gets bigger. These are Merkabah's inside of Flower of Life. I think I have one Flower of Life earring left as well. Sorry, Seed of Life, not Flower of Life. This is the Seed of Life. It's a little simpler. So all of those are show special for $20. RMB 10. Okay.
Oh, is that the rainbow?
Yes, it's one of these guys.
Okay. Sorry. I just got it.
Awesome. So So saying good night. Good night to all. Hey, you guys, look up.
Oh, good night.
Why are you saying good night? Good night, you guys. It's been fun hanging out with you. If you have any questions, I'm not really a hard ass, so to speak. I'm happy to message with you and help you figure out exactly what you need. If there are certain stones that you're looking for that you can't find anywhere, I'm really good at finding rare things for people. So I do a lot of, people ask me to find a certain piece for them, and I look for it and get it for them. I can't think what that's called. Anyway, scouting, sure. I do crystal scouting. Anyway, that's a service that I provide. So just reach out to me if there's something you're looking for. I may actually have it here. A lot of times they have things hidden away that you can't see. So just reach out and ask me. And so much love. Many Beltane, fun celebration of life, energies to you all. And just wishing you a lot of ease and grace as we surf these astrological waters that we are currently in. And just keep swimming, guys.
Just keep swimming.
Wait, is that that's the
spring forward.
That's the spring forward. Swimming. Lots of love and blessings. Good night.